true. Now, if you read the 9/11 Commission, you see all these possible different ways. But when that line holds, you know hundreds of people in government that maybe made mistakes, maybe did something even possibly reckless. When that line holds, there is no way to open it up and find out, well, you made that mistake. Because if one person admits, I did this wrong, they'll usually say, I did it wrong, but I did it because. One of the problems in the FBI was something that the FBI was not responsible for. It was the law was being misinterpreted between sharing intelligence with criminal. It was called the wall. And so that really wasn't the FBI's fault, other than maybe some people should have raised it earlier. But why did they not bring that up early on? Why did they not talk about it? Because then if they got into it, they would have to admit their own mistakes. So that's what I'm trying to explain, is that sometimes when you look at something and you see what looks like, you know, oh my gosh, this looks, you know, whatever, it's because of the strong reluctance to tell the truth. And when there's no powers on top, so for instance, in this case, the administration was not really, they weren't really wanting to fix it. You know, they had a kind of a pre-agenda, they had a preconceived notions, and they began to do things like start war on Iraq right from the start. So did they really care about who was involved when they already thought it was Iraq? I mean, things like that. And so when you had that situation, all the little people just keep their mouths shut because I don't want to tell the truth. And that's what I know, and I'll talk about that tomorrow if you're still here.
Okay, thank you very much. Appreciate your time.
Yes, quite the, you ought to join the FBI. My goodness, I could have, you know, they say you can't get information from terrorists.
Well, there's always waterboarding.
Yeah.
Coleen, can I have you
I will not, by the way, consent to, as much as I care about the truth, I don't think I would consent to be waterboarded. Besides, I would probably immediately lie.
Thanks, brother.
But yeah, you guys have a strong, it just seems to me, again, I've been interviewed by many, many people, and I've actually given interviews, many interviews about 9/11. I've never been so aggressively asked these kinds of questions, almost as if you are a defense attorney, like I'm an FBI agent on the witness stand, and you're trying to get me to you know, say a word where, you know, complicit and these types of things.
No, I'm just asking because a lot of people here at this convention believe that. I'm just curious to see if you're one of them.
Well, you know, words are important, and when you say something about complicity or conspiracy, I think that they carry denotations in people's head, and I hope I explained it well enough for you. But it certainly, I definitely agree with the first banner coming in, which says 9/11. What does it say? The 9/11 lack of truth is the first casualty of the war, or something like that. I have to read it because what I know of too is that Iraq, the connection between Saddam and the 9/11, of course, never existed. There was never any information of this. And because people were so misinformed, because the press wasn't doing its job, we ended up with 70% of the people in the country, when we started the war in Iraq, who thought Saddam was behind 9/11. And that wasn't just the month after 9/11, that was, what, a year and a... So that's a pretty incredible situation that a whole large segment of our population, so you may well be finding some people here to poke fun of or to whatever you're finding, but just keep in mind, 70% of the country believed that Saddam was behind 9/11, and it was never true, and there was never any information that established that. That's an amazing thing to me. You know, again, this idea that a whole large groups of people can go for an official, you know, story, and yes, it was on the news. I watch news saying all the time, implying that Saddam was behind 9/11. So anyway.
Okay. Good luck with your speech.
Yep. Thank you.
What network are you in?
ABC.
What is your name? I'm sorry.
What angle are you working?
I'm not.
We're doing a story on this convention for.
More importantly, where am I going to see all this?
ABC.
Where can I see all this?
Probably all over YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube, excellent.
Jim. What is his name?
Chris.
Last name?
Fury.
Fury. Local Philadelphia?
No, he's network.
Network. Okay. Thank you very much.
Does not even understand why you started a war.
Can I take this?
Those kinds of interviews on people?
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's not in
He
their
was,
best interest to.
He was national ABC.
He was what?
He's national ABC, not just regional.
Unbelievable.
They want.
I mean, he was really good if you have an agenda or goal or purpose of actually tripping somebody up and getting them to
That was
say
his
a word,
intention, I think.
right? And you get your sound bite.
He's got to go.
He's going to take a half an hour worth of footage
Yeah,
and
and he's
try and
gonna
snip
put me
down
in.
the 5 minutes.
I'm
you know.
just gonna.
He's got to go. I had the same thing happen to me.
What'd you think of that, Richard?
Very nice.
Very nice.